Welcome to GAM versus SHG. It turns out there's a lot of these play-in games, so it's taking me longer than I thought to review all of them. I'll do as best I can. Subscribe to boost my morale. Spoilers for GAM versus SHG if you haven't seen that yet. So here we see GAM Easy Love taking a greedy back and really gets punished for it. And then literally 2 minutes after Easy Love got caught out taking a greedy back, now Elio is also it does the exact same thing. So not the best start for the bot lane. Despite those two early deaths, GAM is still kind of playing the map better, a little bit up in gold. But here we see a really good play out of SHG Dasher. Starts the culling, but as soon as the culling gets blocked by Emo here, he's going to disable the culling so that he can double auto the Elio and get the kill. Really nice. You don't always see the Lucian end ult early. So here, SHG aren't really ready to fight. The Lucian hasn't come in on the teleport yet. They're just trying to kind of clear vision and kind of see what's going on. But before they even know what hits them, Aurora jumps on them and the fight has been brought to them. And so now Lucian has to teleport in, but he's way late. SHG did not want to fight this early, and Aurora did an amazing job just saying, we're fighting now. Here we see going to be a smite fight between Forest and Levi. So Forest wants to EQ the Levi and then R to keep him out of the pit. But we have a great unstoppable Shyvana ult here. Blasts right through the EQ, the WQ. And great Dragon Steel out of Levi here. And from there, GAM grows their lead, 12k gold lead by 27 minutes, just really out-team fighting SHG. Pretty straightforward game. Game 2, it's a little bit surprising that they let Kiaya back on the Aurora, because he kind of ruined them on the Aurora last game. Here in this fight, GAM Emo is getting a ton of work down on the Yone, and right here, a little bit of overambitious Lee Sin, because Rumble's already dead by the time he queues in, and LeBlanc is definitely not in any danger because it's full health and it's LeBlanc, so him going in here is not really helping anyone and just goes into his death. And of course the LeBlanc is fine because it's LeBlanc. So here GAM actually find themselves in the middle of a 5-man collapse. They just don't realize it because it looks like they have a numbers advantage, so they go in, but actually all 5 of SHG are coming in to collapse on them, and so they went in way too far. During this fight, Leona is also the only champion on the map who's still not level 6 at 10 minutes 43 seconds, so that makes their team fight even weaker. Here in this team fight, Evi's teleport still has a couple more seconds on it, so he can't actually come in. So it looks like an advantageous fight for SHG, 4-on-3, but now teleport comes in, and Yone comes up from the bottom, so now it's actually 5 GAM versus 4 SHG with Evi teleport still on cooldown. So what started as a numbers advantage has turned into a numbers disadvantage, and 5v4, no way. So here, SHG is wanting to engage because LeBlanc is actually coming up the bottom of the river, but they need to wait a little longer because she's actually a few seconds away. And so if you watch the minimap, you can actually see that LeBlanc uses W to get to this fight faster. That means that when Aurora drops his ultimate, LeBlanc has no W left and no shadow to go to because she used the W so long ago that the shadow is expired. She also walks over this Aurora wall, and so the LeBlanc is just totally trapped. And so when the Yone R comes down, completely popped. So not only should they have waited longer on this engage for the LeBlanc to come, but also you can see how far the Rumble is. And you can actually see that the Rumble has to walk through this entire line of Jhin traps that Jhin set down. Another slow here, and he's so desperate to contribute by this point that he just totally whiffs on the ult, misses everything, because he's just like, please let me help in some way, but he's just way too late to this fight. Here you can see when Aurora starts this engage, they're just all saying on Ashe, because they just focus the Ashe instantly. That's the coordination you want to see out of these teams. You can also see how bad LeBlanc is when she has to use her W's to engage. W over the wall. This should be exactly where you want LeBlanc, right? You versus a Jhin all alone. Jhin's at 40% HP. but has to use the second W to get close enough. Now you have to hit the skill shot. If you don't hit the skill shot, you have literally nothing left in the kit. And so it gets chunked to 70% to take down a 40% health Jhin. And that should be like the time when LeBlanc is the best, is when you get that 1v1 with the Jhin. So Champ is just quite bad if you have to use your W to get into the fight and you don't have it for damage. And then GAM closes out the game pretty cleanly from there. I think pretty cleanly establishing themselves in the top 4 of the play-in stage. SHG not necessarily the toughest competition, but a good showing from GAM for sure. From SHG, I was hoping that they would put up a little more of a fight against GAM. Given their performance, I don't have super high hopes of them making it out of the play-in stage, but we'll have to see what comes out of them in the next series. Like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.